My name is Josh Hayes. I am the owner and proprietor of Visual Anarchy Films, and we're like a punk rock film company that handles all kind of like hardcore stuff, but then also, and more importantly probably, does volunteer work and outreach work within our own community. I want to mix it up today a little bit. I want to bore you guys a little bit so you guys can hear me ramble for a couple minutes. You know, because we've had people email us and stuff, and they've asked about, you know, Visual Anarchy, and they've asked about what our whole take on punk rock is and all this stuff, and I thought it might be kind of fun to make it more personal. So this video is going to be a little bit different for two reasons. Count them, two reasons. The first reason is that it's about a tattoo that I got, which is this one. You'll see more of it. I'm intentionally not trying to show too much. And two, because the tattoo itself is about the band Bad Religion, which is my favorite band of all time. Bad Religion is a band from California, and they've been around since like 1979. The band's fucking been around for like 30 years. It's crazy, right? And the front man he's a professor at UCLA. He got his PhD from Cornell in zoology. Like, it's legit, right? Like, this fucking guy is like someone to admire. Not to mention you got guys like Brett, who not only writes some of the best lyrics for the band, but single-handedly, or almost single-handedly, started Epitaph Records. Bad Religion inspired me to give a shit about knowledge. You know, and that's kind of a big deal, actually, really, because if you think about it, I mean, if any of you kids out there were like me, you know, you're kind of a fuck-up, you know? You just don't give a shit. Did you go to school? They try to push their knowledge on you. They try to push their ideas on you. They tell you what to wear. They tell you how to think. They tell you this. They tell you that. And you just don't give a fuck, to be honest. You're more concerned about, like, getting high, getting pussy, and trying to be tough so you can get in a fight or something, right? And punk rock came along, and it was like, dude, you're angry for a good reason, bro. Like, there's all kinds of fucked up shit wrong with the world, dude. So listen, you know, and do something about it instead of being a whiny bitch, you know? Don't be some fucking emo kid. Like, get out there and make a fucking statement, you know? And Bad Religion took it the next step, you know? And it's not to say I wasn't a closed-minded fucking idiot kid after I heard punk rock and after I heard Bad Religion, but there was always this thing tapping me on the shoulder, you know? And there was always this thing going, yo, dude, you know, logic, reason, science, they explain this shit. Critique of the government, you know? A lack of respect for any kind of authority that doesn't deserve it, you know? The understanding that the world is not the American dream. The understanding that America is not the dominant... The understanding that America is not what I've been told America is, you know, that kind of shit. And see, here's the thing about Bad Religion that you got to understand, is that for me, I've never had a connection with a band like I have with Bad Religion. I remember sitting in the library. I remember having to go to the library and looking at the science section and pulling some science books off the shelf, right? And then just getting like a Webster's dictionary or whatever, any fucking dictionary off the shelf. And when I would listen to their music, especially the album Against the Grain, because I think that's their best album. You know, it was like going to school. It was like being in school with knowledge. Like, I'd see words like entropy, placidia, Diogenes, rectilinear. You know, I would hear these lines and I would just like, what the fuck, you know? And I remember looking it up and like, oh, Diogenes, like, oh, he's this philosopher, you know, and he's kind of a punk rocker, you know, and he's like like with the lantern looking for one honest man, all this shit. Look at Diogenes up, it's cool. He's like this. Just look up public nudity and Diogenes, and you'll get into it, right? And I remember looking up like rectilinear and just feeling cool because I knew that the word rectilinear, like I could say that word, rectilinear, right? And but then knowing what it was, and I felt empowered. And then entropy, for God's sakes, there's a song called Entropy. I looked the word up, and the definition was the second law of thermodynamics. And all I could think is like, what the fuck is thermodynamics? Like, dude, seriously? I'm way over my head, you know, I'm in too deep because I don't even know what thermo or dynamics is, right? So I looked it up, you know, and I started learning about it. I started learning about science.
Random thoughts of power, expresses that which we all disregard. Ordered states of nature, on a scale which no one thinks about. Don't speak to me of anarchy or peace or calm revolt, man. You're in a play of slow decay orchestrated by faults, man. It's entropy, it's not a human issue. Entropy, it's matter of course. Entropy, energy at all levels. Entropy, from it you cannot divorce. Destruction, degradation, the natural outcome of our ordered lives. Power, motivation, temporary fixtures for which we strive. Something in our synapses assures us we're okay, but in our disequilibrium we simply can't stay. It's entropy, it's not a human issue. Entropy, it's matter of course. Entropy, energy at all levels. Entropy, from it you cannot divorce. A stolid proposition from a man